we're gonna make fried plantain and a vodka mango lemonade. So good. I'm gonna make the rub for the plantain. So usually you can just put salt and pepper, but I like to spice it up a little bit. So it's not traditional, salt and pepper, or just salt is traditional. That's it. This is a little twist. So I'm gonna start with some black pepper that I cracked previously, some cumin, a little bit of sugar, some salt, onion powder, garlic powder, paprika, cayenne, and some coriander. I only have coriander seeds because I like to toast them first. So you don't have to toast them first, but I'm just gonna crack them myself quickly. I just like to do everything as fresh as possible. Also, I like the flavor when you toast it, because when you toast it, it brings out a lot of natural oil. So that's fairly easy. I'm gonna turn my oil on pretty high. Just while that's getting hot, I'm gonna prepare my plantain. People cut this in all different ways. It's really just preference. You can slice it. You can use, to peel it, I just put a small slit down the middle like this. And then I follow that line, and it's pretty easy from there. Growing up, we eat plantain on the side of stewed chicken or oxtail, or we have it on the side with I like it with my breakfast especially, but if I'm eating a Caribbean dish, there's no reason why I shouldn't have it on the side. It should always be there, in my personal opinion. So I'm just gonna do 3. It's a little hard to peel when it's not ripe, but it's fine. It's not that hard. It's much easier to peel it when it's yellow though. That's for sure. Be careful with the knife, don't cut yourself. Be safe. All our plantain is peeled, and next we're going to fry the plantain. So I can see that our oil is hot. I'm just going to add a little bit more because I do want to shallow fry this, but a little bit more on the deeper side. I'm gonna prepare my bowl. See, once the plantain is fried, you're gonna wanna put it in some paper towel just to get off any excess oil. You don't want it swimming in that. It'll make your plantain pretty soggy. So you can cut this any which way you choose. Sometimes some people like it sliced like this. For this specific thing I'm making, I'm going to make medallions. So just like that, some stick-shaped plantain. So I would say, depending on the size of your plantain, you might want to first cut it into 3, and then cut your medallions this way. Make sure when you're putting anything into hot oil that you put it in away from you. If you just tend to drop it towards you, you're going to end up burning yourself. The color we're looking for. So while this plantain is still hot, is when you want to put your spice on it so that it will stick. So before we add the other ones, I'm just going to quickly just toss that in some oil. In some spice. And set that aside and put my next batch in. I'm gonna get started on our mocktail. I'm gonna cut up 3 plantains, about 2.5 large ones. I've cut up about 2.5 very large mangoes. I might end up with 2.5 while you eat it while cutting it up, so no judgment. Looks like our plantain's just about finished. Okay, so we have our mango in there. We're gonna take our plantain out now. I'm gonna grab another piece of paper towel just to again absorb any excess oil. That's good. Again, sprinkle some more of this. I'm not gonna touch it just because I'm working with the lemonade. Just gonna toss it up. Taste it. So good. Even though it's pretty green, still has a little bit of sweetness because of the spice that we put on it and the flavor of it. So tasty. Better than chips. How much honey you use is entirely dependent on how sweet you like it. I said 1/2 cup. I'm gonna use a little bit less than 1/2 cup because I'm watching my sugar. So I have my mangoes in there. I have my honey in there. Going to toss my water and my ice. And add a little bit of water. Set this aside. I'm gonna zest 2 lemons, and then I'm going to get the juice out of about 4 or 5, depending on how juicy they are. So that's good for zest. I'm gonna incorporate that right now. The flesh of the lemon is gonna give us the tartness. The zest of the lemon is going to give us, I'm gonna use this just to strain the seeds out and any pulp. The zest of the lemon is going to give us that super lemony flavor. So we always wanna use anything that requires it to have a lemon taste. You wanna use lemon zest or orange zest, or orange zest for the orange taste, or lime zest for the lime taste. Whatever that fruit is, you're gonna get the most of that flavor from the skin. And of course, try not to get any of the white in there. Just try to keep it to getting just that thin layer of skin. These are pretty juicy lemons, so I'm probably gonna be good with just 4 of these, but let's see. I always like to do it into something separate because the risk of getting any seeds, it's just safer this way because you don't want anyone biting into a seed. You can add the mint at this point in the game, but I just don't want too much of a minty taste, so I'm gonna save the mint to go around the rim of my glass with some sugar. So So there we go. We got 4 lemons. Get any extra juice out of there. Pour that in. Pretty good amount of lemon juice. And now I'm gonna start it on low just to avoid it going crazy on me. So I like to add my mint at the very end. I'm gonna add a little bit to the drink, but I'm really interested in putting this on the rim of the glass. Going to put some lemon zest and some sugar. Going to dip it a little bit into the drink. And then just in the drink. And pour. Now this drink is very good as a mocktail, but if you want to jazz it up and you want to add some liquor, I would recommend either raspberry Smirnoff vodka, it's so good, or you want to keep it pretty simple, you can just add plain vodka. And that is all. Here we have our Sipz and our snacks. Enjoy.